Hey there, everybody. I hope you're having a good day in your little corner of the world. Been having a pretty good day in my corner of the world. I started making this video and then I was rudely interrupted by a very loud motorcycle, and I began to ramble on about how much I hate motorbikes and people that ride motorbikes in the city. Like, if you do it out in the desert, I've seen that. People for sport, they go out in the desert or they do competitions in the middle of nowhere, just for sport, for recreational reasons. I think that's fine. But if you're doing it in the city, and I know nothing about motorcycles, I think the reason why they're so loud is because of the engine and the exhaust system. There's a short exhaust system or something like that. And I think some of these guys think that the louder their motorcycle, the cooler they are, but really everybody just thinks they're annoying. So anyway, I was rambling about that, and I just spent a minute rambling, and here comes a motorbike. But it's not as loud. Oh, yeah, it is. I mean, I think there is this trend, because it used to not be this bad. But anyway, I was going to expand on what I was talking about yesterday about feeling chosen or not feeling chosen, how I used to struggle with that a lot. The feeling of not feeling like I'm chosen or feeling like I'm replaceable, which is rooted in fear of being abandoned or fear of not belonging. But I've come a long way. I would say 85% healed from that, and I've done a lot of things, affirmations, meditation, lots of retreats, like solo retreats, to really go deep within my core and explore what's there and why I believe what I believe and if those thoughts are true. And I don't know if it would work for everybody, right? I don't know if my techniques, my methods would work for everybody, but those are some of the methods that I used and still continue to use that really helped me get some headway in this thing called life. Anyway, when I was originally making this video about 5 minutes ago, I was talking about how I was going to expand on yesterday's video, and I was going to talk about how when you choose yourself, life chooses you. And I found that people can really sense how you perceive yourself. I know I've talked about this before, but it's not just through your body language that people can perceive how you perceive yourself, but it's also through the way that you carry yourself. It's just a vibe, I guess you can say. Or maybe that's just me. I can tell when somebody is not confident, and I can tell when somebody is truly confident. I can tell when somebody is not confident, even if they are pretending to be confident. I can easily spot bravado, because bravado is very loud and wants to be, that it wants attention. That person wants the attention and wants people to think that they are confident. And so it's a very in-your-face kind of quote-unquote confidence, but it's not. It's just a mask. But at least for me, I can tell when somebody is confident, when somebody doesn't like themselves, or maybe not like themselves, but just they don't have the best relationship with themselves. And maybe this is just me because I'm a little more intuitive than some other people, because a couple of people that I know would probably be like, no, I don't even think about these things. But anyway, it's important to note that choosing yourself is part of the choice you have to make in this life. One of the most important choices you have to make in this life. By choosing yourself, you choose not just, well, by choosing yourself, you accept not just who you are, but where you stand. And I know I started talking about this yesterday, but I'm going to make a very quick video to expand on the idea. Life begins to choose you. In a funny way, at least in a personal experience, I don't know if this is true overall, but when I started accepting myself and accepting my circumstances, life started accepting me too. That doesn't mean that I haven't struggled and I don't face challenges. I do. But they're much more manageable. I see them in a much more manageable way. So there's a wall. Let's say I'm a rock climber, and there's this huge wall that seems insurmountable. Well, in the past, I would have been like, oh my God, I'd never be able to climb that rock. But now I'm just like, okay, yeah, it looks insurmountable, but it's pretty surmountable to me. Just need to take my time. And, yeah, that was my thought of the day. Choose yourself and life will choose you. That was what I was going to say. I kind of lost my mojo because of this stupid motorbike. But anyway, I hope you have a good day. And if you ride a motorcycle in the city, I'm not talking about like for sport out in the desert or somewhere just for fun, but if you ride it in the city, respectfully, fuck you, okay? Okay. Those were my thoughts for the day. Peace and love. Bye.